Welcome again, fans, to another exciting show of American Pro Wrestling from the Mountain State Sprotatorium in Bradley, West Virginia. I'm here with Chase Bennett. What's on your mind tonight, Chase?
It's Thursday night right here in the Sprotatorium, and I want to give a shout out to my homeboy Bobby Yell. I gotta give him credit where credit's due. The unified champion has been showing up and showing out week in and week out. But don't get it twisted, Bobby. I'm in the hunt for gold too, because I feel like I was robbed out of the PWL heavyweight title. I think so too. But back to the point. I'm into the hunt for gold, whether that be the television title, whether I find a partner and it's the tag team division, or it's the unified title. Speaking of that, I think I look pretty good with that, don't you, Clutch?
I remain impartial, but are you actually saying that you might challenge your sometimes partner, Bobby Yella?
Hey, do y'all think Chase Bennett versus Bobby Yella would be a good match? I think so.
Or the unified title?
I guarantee you if Bobby was standing out here right now, he's a fighting champion. He'd defend that title against anybody. Why not Chase Bennett? Oh, okay. Okay.
Guys, what? Chase Bennett's time.
You give this man his time.
All right, Lane Callie.
Chase, you're not going to come out here and make challenges that you don't deserve. Listen, I've held every championship that there is to hold, except for the Unified Championship. I've been NICW World Heavyweight Champion, a multiple-time PWL champion, which is something that you can't say that you've done. So, Chase, if you think that you're going to take my opportunity, you must be out of your mind.
Out of my mind? Oh yeah, I'm out of my mind, because when you think about it, when you look at history, Joe Brody, who's the most decorated champion in APW history?
We all know you're out of your mind. We had a psychiatrist out here that told us all a few months ago.
Hey, call me crazy, but I bet that belt would look so much better around my waist.
You know, you talk about that belt looking good around your waist. It would look much better around my much smaller waist, considering that I'm a body guy. But listen, I have a proposition for you. Tonight, let's see who out of me and you deserve that shot at Bobby. Let's go to the ring, because I'm challenging you tonight, right now.
What do you say, Chase?
I accept your challenge. Ladies and gentlemen, let's get after it.
All right, Chase Bennett against Lane Callie for a shot at the Unified Championship. Let's go to the ring.
The following contest is scheduled for one fall with a 10-minute time limit. Introducing first, representing the Mid-Atlantic Aces, from Las Vegas, Nevada, weighing in at 236 pounds, the Exposure, Lane Callie. His opponent, from Charleston, West Virginia, weighing in at 238 pounds, Chase Bennett.
All right, folks, welcome to another exciting episode of American Pro Wrestling. I'm Clutch Carver. I'm here with my broadcast partner, JCC, John Covey Cole himself. We are starting tonight off with Lane Callie versus Chase Bennett for a shot at the Unified Championship here in American Pro Wrestling.
#1 contender match to open the show tonight, Clutch. You can't get any better than this.
Well, Chase Bennett had actually come out here to put the challenge out. He said he's going for any goal, but even mentioned that he would go after his former tag team partner, Bobby Yella, for the Unified Championship. And then here comes Lane Cali and Joe Brody out to make this challenge.
Speaking of out, Lane Cali is out of the ring. He said, oh, no, no, no. Chase Bennett going a little bit too fast for him, Clutch.
Chase Bennett starting off hot. Once Chase Bennett starts off hot, it's hard to cool him down. But
some of my buddies down south would call him, they would say he's in fuego, Clutch.
In fuego. Can't argue with you there. Lane Cali coming back in. Chase Bennett just measuring him up. Starting off. And Chase Bennett starting off with a big scoop slam. Chase normally likes to get on the mat, but he's starting this off as a house of fire. Comes in, runs in, and Lane Cali with a back elbow to Chase Bennett.
So these two guys are no strangers to each other, Clutch. They've wrestled each other multiple times in singles matches and tag team matches here in APW.
Oh, definitely. Neither guy is a slouch either, both holding multiple championships respectfully.
I like to fact check what Chase said at the start of the show. He said he's the most decorated champion here in APW. I wonder if that's true, Clutch.
Well, we'll have our stat guys get on that. But Chase Bennett now fighting back against Lane Cali. And Lane Cali with the hair pull. The chicanery of Lane Cali.
I'm not saying I would do the same thing, but I mean, it was part of his body. It's kind of their prime for the taking, ain't it?
Well, it's part of his body, but there are rules in wrestling, one of them being no pulling of the hair.
I don't know if this is your first time here in APW or not, Clutch, but some of the rules don't matter around here with those 5-count bull stuff and hair pulling. I'm kind of just getting used to it, you know what I mean?
Well, especially when the Mid-Atlantic Aces are in question, and Lane Cali going for a pin on Chase Bennett, too.
Speaking of the Mid-Atlantic Aces, you got the mastermind behind it all, Joe Brody, on the outside of the ring. You got to keep an eye on him at all times.
Oh, yeah, most of the time when you're in against the Mid-Atlantic Aces, it's never just one-on-one. There's always another ace on the outside. An ace in the hole, you might say.
Or an ace up his sleeve, however you want to word it. I get what you're saying. I'm picking up what you're putting down, Clutch.
Wherever you can stuff an ace, they'll be there.
Yeah, this is a PG show. I'm going to keep it moving.
All right, and Chase Bennett keeps Lane Cali's head moving right into the turnbuckle. Oh!
That'll make you see things a little differently.
Oh, yeah. Nasty chop by Chase Bennett. Oh, shot right to the throat. Shades of Tracy Smothers there. Quick little X to the throat. Ref admonishing Lane Cali, but not bringing up a DQ or anything for it.
Even though I don't approve, it is very much, it worked. We'll say that. It very much worked. He's now in control of the match.
Lane Cali popping a Euro there, sending Chase out, and a Euro off the second rope. Is he going for the cover? And there it is, two. Only two. A short European flight, you might say.
See, I'll say this. A normal man, not Chase Bennett, but a normal man, they would have took a 3 count right there, but not Chase. He's still got a lot of fight left in him.
Oh, yeah, definitely. They don't call him lion-hearted for nothing. This guy has no quit in him. Lane Cali trying to choke the life out with that unusual maneuver, and Joe Brody gets his licks in, shaking the wrist there. He popped Chase so hard with that shot.
Look, I've already written like 3 letters. I don't know what it's going to take to get this kind of crap stopped around here.
Maybe a 4th letter. Who knows?
I don't know. I'll write one tomorrow maybe. I don't know.
Have you tried email? Lane Cali measuring him.
Maybe I got the wrong email address. Maybe that's the problem.
Might have a letter in the wrong place there, John.
I could be sending it to Joe Brody. Heck, I don't know. I see him, Joe. I don't know what you want me to do about it over here, bud.
Joe Brody no longer on commentary, but trying to get a word in here with John Covey-Cole complaining about the referee. Chase Bennett sends Lane Cali in and follows him right after. Now coast to coast into the turnbuckle again, and Lane Cali gets the big boot up. Chase Bennett is rocked.
So that's why I can't take anything away from Lane Cali. Although he does fight dirty and he does wrestle with the Mid-Atlantic Aces. He's a phenomenal wrestler, Clutch. He really is.
Oh, yeah, I mean, that makes him just about twice as deadly. I mean, take away all of the cheating, the chicanery, the Mid-Atlantic Ace advantage, and he's still a phenomenal wrestler all by himself. But when you start throwing in all of these shortcuts he takes, he's a very formidable opponent, even for the likes of Chase Bennett. Chase Bennett now with another big scoop slam. Pops an elbow down right into the center right into the center of Lane Cali's chest, right into the sternum it almost looked like.
So close.
Only gets the 2 count for Lane Cali.
Joe Brody's over there telling the ref he needs to learn how to count a little bit.
Now fighting back and forth on the knees, dueling forearms.
Neither one of these guys are little boys. This is a fight right now, Clutch.
Back to their feet. I don't see how they could get to their feet after taking all those shots. Oh, and Lane Cali with the equalizer right there, right to the eyes of Chase
And
Bennett.
leave it to that ace to do what he had already there. He didn't have to do that. That might be it right there, Clutch.
2 count for Lane Cali. Just drove the head of Chase Bennett into the mat with force, but only got the 2 count. Lane Cali is shocked. I am a little too, John, after seeing Chase Bennett's head bounce off the mat. And here Lane Cali crossing the legs, going for, well, right on the eyes, on the hair of Chase Bennett. Lane Cali utilizing both scientific wrestling and bit of seasoning there.
Is that what you call it?
Chicanery. Yes, I was
That's
about
some
to use chicanery. I thought I had reached my limit for the match. But here Lane Cali comes with more chicanery and a chop and misses the roundhouse kick. Chase Bennett sends him off. Clothesline to Lane Cali.
Another one. Let's give him another one, Chase.
Oh! A low back body drop. And Chase Bennett, huge spine buster, but Joe Brody, what is he doing up on the apron?
This guy's out of control.
Well, Chase Bennett turned the tide there, but Joe Brody is right there.
Chase Bennett's trying to get the ref back in the match here.
Chase Bennett,
Hey,
now with the roll up. No, Chase Bennett rolled through. Lane Cali. Oh!
That's it right
Big
there.
driving DDT.
And there it is. Thanks to Joe Brody once again.
Well, we have a new #1 contender, at least for tonight.
Here is your winner, the Exposure, Lane Cali.
Well, Lane Cali versus Chase Bennett for the #1 contendership for a shot at Bobby Yella. And Lane pulls one out of his sleeve.
You worry about what you need to do. And me and Gigi here got this under control. I had to get some personal security because every time I turn around, I've got somebody interfering with my match, taking advantage of the situation. So this is Gigi Justice. She's my personal security. She's my entourage. She's here to keep you guys away from me. And everybody in the back needs to understand she's about to start running through the locker room because all the fellas in the back better worry. Now, let's discuss the officiating here in APW. NICW keeps sending these lousy referees. The Rudder Commission, every time we turn around, messes up the situation. The Rudder Commission is about 5 foot 6 inches of garbage stacked on top of itself with a shiny chrome dome. And we're all sick and tired of it, and it's about time that we get rid of the crappy referees so that we can start having some decent wrestling matches around here. Just like tonight when I get Anthony Xavier in the ring. I'm going to stretch him out like a fat girl's panties when we get in the middle of the ring tonight. I'm still going to be the APW television champion because I am the best wrestler on APW television. And I'm going to do what I want because that's what I do. And as long as I got Gigi to get my back, ain't nobody going to stop me. We're going to take over and everybody can just stand back and watch. What do you think about that, Clutch? That's what I thought. Come on.
All right, TJ Walker with the brand new Gigi Justice. Maybe an upgrade from Dixon Bad. We'll see.
Largest selection of DVDs and Blu-ray featuring horror, thriller, and pop culture iconic movies is available at Spookables. Are you old school? VHS, black and white copies, plus Laserdisc of all of your favorite movies from every genre, especially the horror collections. 4141 Cole Heritage Road, Bluefield, West Virginia. It's Spookable.
All right, Anthony the Rockstar Rucker out here lost your TV title recently.
That hurt. You didn't have to start with that. Well, I'll say this. I may have lost my APW TV title, and it might be cold sleeping at night without her. But I'm planning on getting her back. But also, me and Bryson Phipps, the Big Beef Daddies, are planning on taking those PWL tag titles from the Appalachian Express also. So, I'm going to be sleeping a little better when I have both them babies.
Going after 2 titles at once?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. 2, baby. Well, 3 if you count Bryson's, but I'm not the greatest at math, but I'm winning both of them, baby.
All right, lots of title challenges here tonight on APW Rockstar. Thank you for coming out.
The following contest is scheduled for one fall with a 10-minute time limit. Introducing first, from Brooklyn, New York, weighing in at 198 pounds, Colton Tyler. His opponent, from Fairmont, West Virginia, weighing in at 232 pounds, he is a rock star, Anthony Rocker.
All right, folks, we're in here with our second contest of the evening. Have Anthony Rockstar Rucker up against Colton Tyler. Anthony Rucker just earlier mentioning that he's going after any gold he can find, trying to regain that television title, but also looking for tag team gold in a tag team with Bryson Phipps, perhaps. John?
It's just kind of selfish. Why you got to take all the gold? Save some for somebody else. Gosh. I'm kidding. If anybody here in APW deserves it, it's Anthony Rucker. He is a phenomenal athlete. And I think if he teams up with Bryson, there's a good chance them boys are going to get the tag team championships.
Well, he has some stiff competition here. Tag team competition and APW heating up. Right now, he has a challenge in Colton Tyler. Colton Tyler recently run afoul of Hillbilly Big Joe. Big Joe trying to beat some sense into him, he says. But Colton Tyler still not quite on the side of the Angels there, JCC.
Colton Tyler is still Colton Tylering, one would say.
It's a very apt way to put it, but now going up for a test of strength. Not sure if this is a good idea for Colton Tyler, as Anthony Rucker considers himself a body guy, but well, Colton Tyler cuts his own work out for him with a boot to the gut.
And sometimes that's what you got to do to take advantage here in APW. That's what I've seen. Cheat to win is what it seems like. Oh, wait a minute.
One. Well, Anthony Rucker not needing cheating on that roll-up. Surprised Colton Tyler. That lightning quickness.
Tell you what, I'm kind of with Hillbilly. I think there's more to what we could see with Colton. I think there's a good young man underneath all that nonsense there, Clutch. Maybe I'm wrong. I don't know.
Well, we do have a lot of young competitors here that show a lot of potential. But, you know, as Big Joe had said, that Colton Tyler started listening to the wrong people, started listening to his cousin Kevin Tyler. And Anthony Rucker with a thunderous shoulder block, and then
he is not ruckering around, I'll tell you that.
Not sure you can say that on TV, JCC.
That's the man's name, Clutch.
And Anthony Rucker now exchanging a little bit of science on the mat with Colton Tyler. Colton Tyler, when he's not trying to cheat, does try to prefer to take things to the mat. Anthony Rucker is certainly someone who can match him. More of an opportunity this week for Colton Tyler to do that. Seeing as how he's been up against Hillbilly Big Joe recently, not a lot of opportunities to take those contests to the mat, but now he's trying to prove his mettle against Anthony Rucker.
And of course, Anthony Rucker's no slouch, just like Big Joe's not no slouch.
Well, obviously,
but the size difference is uncanny.
I think this size competition here, this measuring up against
gives Colton
Anthony
more
Rucker,
of a chance
yes,
to do some of his maneuvers there, or take some rather.
Anthony Rucker running drop kick, and now Colton Tyler just giving up on the science and going with the fists. Anthony Rucker reverses, spin wheel kick from Anthony Rucker, going for the pin. 1, 2, and only a 2 count for Anthony Rucker in this contest.
Almost, but no cigar.
You said it, JCC. Anthony Rucker cinching in this chin lock. Colton Tyler now, nice ring awareness, ring positioning by Colton Tyler, getting to the ropes. I thought it was a clean break, but it looked like Colton Tyler actually caught Anthony Rucker and is going right back to the eyes again. Referee, you need to get in there. Oh,
man.
What an amazing reversal. Tyler going for an underhook. Rucker.
That's it. That's all
into
right
a clothesline, and then 1, 2, 3. And Anthony Rucker gets the win.
Here is your winner, the rock star, Anthony Rucker.
All right, Clutch Carver here with the Mid-Atlantic Aces, Tag Team Champions, Tony Perdue, Kevin Tyler. You have the gold on your shoulder, but you're going to be going up in non-title competition tonight.
Yeah, them Dawson boys think that there's some sort of tag team or something. I mean, let's face the facts. They ain't Mid-Atlantic Aces.
Mirror, mirror on the wall, who makes all these tag teams crawl? Why, it's the Mid-Atlantic Aces, baby, because you know what? No matter what, no matter who you set for, you don't know who you're going to get when we defend these tag team titles, because you can say there's possibly a rule because somebody's got jurisdiction over here, but we don't need to go in details, but it is what it is. And Tony, you know what it is what it is, because, hey, listen, when I talk, this is where you sit down and you shut up. I already know the whole world is in a crisis right now because EBT got shut down, but you don't have to get mad at us, okay? Because I'll tell you, let me finish. Can I finish? But anyway, I'm not going to waste no more of this precious TV time because you know what? We're going to go in there, we're going to beat the High School Musical Zac Efron twins, and we're going to leave American Pro Wrestling Tag Team Champions.
That's right. You boys think you can beat us? It ain't going to happen. You have to you'll have to climb a little bit higher before you get these straps, boys.
Tony, can we talk or can we talk?
We can talk.
Do you think you have what it takes to step inside the ring and mix it up with the stars of American Pro Wrestling? Well, now is your opportunity to be trained by the very best. To put in your application, dial 681-207-3175. You could see yourself one day on Championship Wrestling Television.
Introducing first, from Las Vegas, Nevada, at a total combined weight of 527 pounds, Kevin Tyler, Tony Perdue. They are the APW Tag Team Champions, the Mid-Atlantic Aces. Their opponents, from Coal City, West Virginia, at a total combined weight of 412 pounds, Drew Charlie the Dawsons. Dawson with a D.
I was going to say it's non-title. With this hammer, I have the power of Thor. All right, fans, we're coming in hot with our third contest of the evening. We have the Mid-Atlantic Aces in a non-title match up against the Dawsons. Dawson with a D, they say.
Tell you what, I'm going to go ahead and get started before we even get started here. Kevin Tyler apparently wanted me to let you know, Clutch, that the Dawsons have to beat them. They don't have to beat the Dawsons, even though it's not for the belts. I don't know what that meant.
Yeah, I'm
It's that Boone County logic, I guess. I don't know.
Kevin Tyler kind of paints in broad strokes, don't you think?
He does, and I've known Kevin Tyler for a long time, man. Probably since we were 18 years old. And without dating myself too much, that's been a long time. Him and Anthony Perdue both. I don't know what's got into them two, but I'm trying to stay cordial with them, but some of their antics here in APW has got me confused, and I'm all kind of in my feelings, Clutch. I don't know how to feel about it.
Yeah, I can tell every time the Mid-Atlantic Aces are out here, you kind of get your dander up a little bit. Kevin Tyler, of course, trying to come in on commentary yet again. Not sure what he's saying.
Wants me to educate you, Clutch.
Oh, okay.
I guess,
well,
I don't know.
Well, I'm not sure he's one to be lecturing about education, but we have the Dawsons, who have been giving the Mid-Atlantic Aces fits, not a completely spotless record, but for being so new to APW and so young, they have actually picked up a win or two over these Aces.
Speaking of the Aces, you got my former best friend Anthony Perdue in the ring. Tony Perdue, for some, I still call him Anthony, but Last week, the half of the match, I thought he was going to be all right and wrestle a nice, clean match. But then that Joe Brody rub got on him, and he started poking in the eyes and doing Mid-Atlantic Aces things. So we'll see how this week pans out.
Right you are, JCC. You actually could see him grabbing onto the hair of Charlie Dawson there earlier, trying to break that hammerlock. Has it cinched in there good. Tony trying to get out of that hammerlock, and Dawson's trade off.
Good tag team wrestling right there, Clutch.
Now Drew Dawson in the singlet there, continuing to work the arm of Tony Perdue. You know, I think I kind of figured it out why he's Tony Perdue. Anthony Perdue has kind of a respectable ring to it. Tony Perdue sounds more like a mob guy, and he's certainly in a mob full of guys with the Mid-Atlantic Aces.
He is, I'm going to call him Tony. That's what I'm going to call him.
I mean, I'm going to call him whatever he prefers, JCC.
Well, yeah, good point.
But Tony Perdue now trying to reach out, trying to get to the ropes, trying to get across into his half of the ring. Out of this arm lock from young Drew Dawson. One interesting thing about the Mid-Atlantic Aces is, you know, they often compete in tag team wrestling, but sometimes you don't know who you're going to get. I've seen Tony Perdue team with Joe Brody. I've seen Tony Perdue team with Lane Cali.
I guess they kind of got the Freebird rule with them belts, don't they?
Well, you know, Joe Brody still thus far the matchmaker here. Not sure how that really works out, the legality of it. So I guess, you know, it's his call.
It's his rodeo. We just riding in it. Say, you would think this match right here would be for the APW Tag Team Championships. But like you mentioned, Joe Brody's the matchmaker. How ironic that it's not for the titles.
Well, you know, the Mid-Atlantic Aces have a lot of veteran savvy, but you almost have to think that, you know, I don't really want to put words in their mouth, but maybe they're a little afraid of the potential of this Dawson team.
You know what? These youngsters do have nothing but potential. Both high school wrestlers.
Well, it must be a bit nerve-wracking for them to come in winning their debut in a six-man against the Mid-Atlantic Aces. And so, you know, Joe Brody might be sort of running interference for his team, for once not on the outside, but in the front office. Big double back elbow there, and Tony Perdue is hurting. Dawson's keeping control of this contest early.
They are all in control, nothing but control.
Well, showing a lot of growth and confidence here. In the tag matches I've seen, especially against the Aces, normally it's a bit of a trade-off early, but the Dawsons have been keeping control of Tony Perdue to start this contest off.
Kevin Tyler told me to watch you, Clutch. Whatever you're doing, you better stop it.
Well, if Kevin Tyler wants to get over here on commentary, he can. But until then, I'm going to call them like I see them.
Tell you what,
JCC.
I hate to say it, Clutch, but I think the only way Tony's going to be able to turn this thing around is to try some of his shenanigans or what was the word we used earlier tonight?
Chicanery.
Chicanery.
Yes, we're not at our limit yet for this match, but speak of the devil, you almost predicted it. You almost called it, JCC. Tony Perdue went straight to the eyes and big back elbow. Just right in the chest of young Drew Dawson, and Kevin Tyler in, raking his boot across the eyes, across the forehead.
I think I kind of jinxed the Dawsons there, Clutch.
Kevin Tyler, kick to the midsection. Big vertical suplex, stalling, and down right into the middle of the mat. Tell you, that had to feel like an eternity for Drew Dawson, I bet.
Well, quickly things have changed hands here. The Mid-Atlantic Aces are now in control.
Well, Kevin Tyler Now working the arm of Drew Dawson. Dawson's working the arm of Tony Perdue earlier, and now Kevin Tyler returning the favor. Ref needs to watch those hands around the eyes and the hair of Drew Dawson, because Kevin Tyler, if he sees a shortcut, he's going to take one. Kevin Tyler working that shoulder. Loves to have the wrist lock pulled over into a shoulder tackle, and there it is again.
All the while, he's hanging onto that arm, Clutch. That's very smart tag team wrestling right there.
Oh, definitely. Seasoned tag team wrestlers, Kevin Tyler and Tony Perdue both. Dawson's hoping to get some of that seasoning, get some of that savvy with every new match they have here in American Pro Wrestling. Tony Perdue, those shots right to the forehead, almost across the bridge of the nose of Drew Dawson. I tell you, there are few people in wrestling that have a measured punch as well as Tony Perdue. A double suplex on Drew Dawson. He's in the center of the ring. Kevin Tyler bringing the ref over. 1, 2. Only a 2 count. 1. Now Drew Dawson already kicking out again. Drew Dawson showing all the heart in the world.
So a little bit of aggravation from Kevin Tyler there.
Well, you know, normally it's the other way around. Normally a man tries to aggravate his opponent by forcing him to kick out over and over and over again. But Drew Dawson showing a lot of heart there. It only seemed to energize him with those kickouts. But Kevin Tyler stops that momentum with another. Is he going for it? Is this number 2?
He might have knocked this man out.
An arm trap DDT. 1, 2. Might have knocked him out. Might have knocked his shoulder out of his socket. Those divorce court DDTs. Drew Dawson showing some fire, fighting back.
He's still coming.
Kevin Tyler stops the momentum, just kicking him straight in the arm. Now going back to work on the arm, JCC.
And here's that quick tag team, and like we talked about, the experience there with the Mid-Atlantic Aces.
Oh, yeah, tag team continuity shown by the Aces, and this is going to hurt if he hits this hammerlock body slam, reminiscent of the Anderson family. Ole and Arn.
I'll tell you what, Tony might be a little bit more bald than Arn. I don't know. It's going to be close.
Well, the Andersons love to work the arm. Tony Perdue showing he studied the tape.
He's working everything right now, every limb. I seen this last week from him.
Oh, yeah, Tony Perdue loves to do this, just inflict damage. Oh, and a smack right for Charlie Dawson. Charlie thinks about it, thought better, but finally his temper got the better of him. Comes in, and Tony Perdue just hammering away. Charlie Dawson trying his best to get in the ring, telling the referee to turn around. Mid-Atlantic Aces taking full advantage.
Charlie's going to have to get out of the ring. He is killing his brother right now.
Kevin Tyler,
he must have heard me.
And a hat trick of arm trap DDTs, shoulder DDTs, driving him down on that shoulder.
There was a blind tag there, too, between that exchange. The referee didn't even see it. I didn't even see it, Clutch.
Drew Dawson into the turnbuckle.
Drew's got to figure out how to get out of there, Clutch. He's in a bad way. He's been taking a beating for a long time.
Oh, and there he is with the block. Popping Kevin Tyler back, and shot to the eyes, and yet another.
Man, he is
DDT
bound and determined to dislocate
arm.
that shoulder.
Kevin Tyler trying to take that arm home with him.
A little souvenir, if you will.
Kevin Tyler backing Drew Dawson into the corner. Tag, Tony Perdue and Charlie Dawson, much to the detriment of his brother yet again. Here's Tony Perdue is stomping a mud hole in the chest of Drew Dawson, trying to walk it dry.
And Kevin Tyler's so proud of himself. So proud of himself, Clutch. That makes me sick.
Tony Perdue shot into the buckles. But Tony Perdue on Drew Dawson. Drew Dawson set up, and Tony Perdue taking his sweet time.
That might come back and cost him there, Clutch.
We'll have to see. Here he comes in. Oh!
Little turnbuckle for your troubles.
Nobody there but the ring post.
Can Drew get to his brother to get him in the ring here? Charlie's been dying to get in this match, Clutch. Does Drew have enough to get over there?
Well, Drew Dawson has a chance. Drew Dawson has a chance to tag his brother Charlie.
Kevin's waiting for a tag too. Tony's don't know where he's at right now.
Tony turning around, and there's a tag to Charlie.
Tag. Here we go.
Charlie Dawson's been chomping at the bit to get in this ring. Reversed off the ropes, come back, and tried for a crossbody, but oh my goodness. A roll up, 2, 3.
Oh my gosh.
And the Dawsons have done it again. The Dawsons have done it again against the Mid-Atlantic Aces.
They have beaten the tag team
them.
champions.
Winners,
There we
the
go.
Dawson brothers. Dawson with the D.
Charlie Dawson been caught in that cross-body block. Then Drew slips in there with a schoolboy. And the pin is elementary, a double stack pin, if you will, on the Mid-Atlantic Aces.
I don't know if that should be legal or not, Clutch, but they did get the win.
Well, you have to think that the Mid-Atlantic Aces must be glad this was, in fact, a non-title match. Tyler and Perdue trying to figure out what happened. All right, I'm here with Yella Man, Bobby Yella, our unified champion. And Bobby, earlier tonight we had your former tag team partner, Chase Bennett, come out here saying he wants a taste of this gold. He wants a shot at it. Lane Cali came out. He wants a shot at it. Lane is going to be facing you later tonight. But you got opponents from all sides, sir.
Let me explain something to you. Man, I already know how they coming. I already know. Look, Lane Cali ain't no slouch. He's a former champion. Hey, Lane Cali tears it up every time he steps through those ropes. Hey, Chase Bennett tears it up. Hey, everybody back there in that dressing room, they tear it up every time they step through those ropes. So the Yellow Man, hey, I ain't hating on nobody. But I'm going to tell you right now, when you step through those ropes with the Yellow Man, you better be ready. And you better be on your game, because I'm going to give you everything I got. And I leave it out there every single time, baby. And I leave it out there for each and every one of my homies right here in the Mountain State Sprotatorium. So what's good tonight? How y'all doing? How y'all feeling? I'm feeling good too. So tonight, me and Lane Cali are gonna do 3 things, and I'm actually gonna do 4. I'm a wild on them. I'm a style on them. We all gonna shake the room. Hey, but the Yellow Man gonna walk out still. Unified champion, baby. Shake the room.
All right, that's going to be Bobby Yella versus Lane Cali in our Rumble exclusive main event for the Unified Championship later tonight.
Coppola Cabin Rentals in Bluefield, West Virginia. Brand new interiors featuring television, kitchen, Keurig, mini fridge, internet, Wi-Fi, and so much more. Cabins available for up to 12 people. Come enjoy your ATV vacation staying at Coppola Cabin Rentals. 2531 Cole Heritage Road, Bluefield, West Virginia. Call 304-320-7200. Mention APW for an immediate discount.
All right, Anthony Xavier, recently seen in a lot of tag team competition. But tonight, you're going to be going after TJ Walker for that television championship.
Clutch, 50-something odd seconds have haunted me since this past summer. That was the last time that I went up against TJ Walker for that very APW television title. And I came up short. 50-something odd seconds. I don't know the exact second, but I didn't get it then. But tonight I plan on changing the tides. You see, here's the thing. TJ has a bad habit of lying. It's kind of like breathing for him. And he came out here and he said some things about how he's beaten me in every sense of the word, but I have reassurance because when Gray's Almanac comes out years from now, everybody will know that Anthony Xavier has bested TJ Walker in every sense of the word. So tonight, that one little mistake, those 50-something odd seconds, the past summer, I plan on righting that. And tonight, I plan on becoming the television champion.
All right, thank you, Anthony. Anthony Xavier going up against TJ Walker for the APW Television Championship. That's up next.
Are you looking to raise funds for your sports team, booster club, or other civic organization? Well, you can team up with American Pro Wrestling, and we'll bring all the action and you keep a portion of your proceeds. Just call 681-207-3175 for more information. American Pro Wrestling and your organization will make the perfect tag team.
The following contest is scheduled for one fall with television time remaining, and it is for the APW Television Championship. Introducing first, the challenger. From Charleston, West Virginia, weighing in at 230 pounds, Anthony Xavier. His opponent, being accompanied to the ring by Gigi Justice, from Oak Hill, West Virginia, weighing in at 238 pounds, he is the reigning, defending APW Television Champion, TJ Walker.
It's all yours, buddy. I've heard it my whole life. Just this once. All right, fans, we're here with our main event for tonight.
It was over almost before it even got started, Clutch.
Oh, yeah. Have current champion TJ Walker versus Anthony Xavier for the television championship here in APW. And both men starting off fast.
TJ's got some help on the outside of the ring. Got some new security and Gigi Justice. Anxious to see what her deal is all about.
Well, TJ was out here introducing us to his new ringside security, as he called it, Gigi Justice. Certainly a different fork in the road than Dixon Bad usually.
I will say she's easier on the eyes than Dixon is. I will say that much.
Well, I want to say that I don't want to see Dixon Bad in fishnets.
I don't want to see it again. I'll leave it at that.
All right, TJ Walker locking up against Anthony Xavier again. Both men starting off with a head of steam. barely got the bell rung until they were at each other's throats.
And as Anthony mentioned there earlier before the match started, he had his shot at T.J. Walker and the television championship over the summer, but it took him a little longer to get the job done than what the TV time allotted, so he was not able to take the title home with him, but he's trying again here tonight.
Well, that is one of the things about the television championship. You know, lots of matches have differing time limits. Typically, a television championship match is only 10 minutes. You have to beat your opponent in 10 minutes if you're a challenger. The champion, of course, has the champion's advantage, does not have to win, just has to outlast his opponent.
And right now, he's doing exactly what he needs to do. Now he's pushing Gigi in front of him. Come on, Walker.
Well, Gigi Justice there, I guess, trying to live up to her security role, getting up the face of Anthony Xavier. Now T.J. Walker getting in the eyes of Anthony Xavier. Reached right over.
I see what kind of security we got here. We got a Dixon Bad 2.0, it looks like.
That very well could be. It's always a disadvantage when your opponent has someone on the outside with them.
A fellow wrestler, manager, security, whatever. I agree with you.
T.J. Walker certainly loves to use that to his advantage. Of course, the infamous Dixon Bad, who is not here tonight. And now Gigi Justice. I don't know if this is a permanent replacement or if this is just a custodial situation. They're
there
going
we
to
go.
alternate, but Anthony Xavier, speaking of alternating.
Walker has had enough. Back on the outside of the ring now to catch his breath.
Hip toss reversal after hip toss reversal, and now T.J. Walker taking another break, and Anthony Xavier yet again. See, this is.
Come on now, ref. You got to get her out of here.
This might even prove to be better than Dixon Bad.
Yeah, because Anthony's not going to put his hands on a woman.
That's very smart from T.J. Walker, but T.J. Walker, again, right to the eyes of Anthony Xavier. Anthony Xavier needs eyes in the back of his head with Gigi Justice on the outside, but eyes in the front of his head aren't doing so well right now as T.J. Walker keeps sticking his fingers into them.
I'll tell you what, I don't agree with his tactics whatsoever. I have been very much against T.J. Walker's actions since I showed up here in APW and watching how he wrestles and how he wins a lot of his matches. But I can't lie, the man's a genius. You know, he's got Gigi Justice out here now. And you can see her, she's doing it again. This is, like I said, Dixon Bad 2.0. An upgraded version. Like you said, Anthony Xavier's not going to hit her.
No, this is a very smart move by T.J. Walker.
Absolutely.
Anthony Xavier, it's going to do. Anthony Xavier is going to have an advantage if he keeps this in the ring. But if Dixon Bad keeps bailing to the outside and Anthony Xavier has to keep running up against Gigi Justice out there.
Who's to say she's not going to get in the ring, Clutch? We got to keep an eye on her.
I mean, she's already gotten physically involved, choking the life out of Anthony Xavier earlier. And Anthony Xavier, the punches in the corner and then to a nice headlock takeover.
And it is oversaid in professional wrestling, but I'm going to say it again, especially considering the television title's on the line. The champion does not have to beat Anthony Xavier. Anthony Xavier has to beat T.J. Walker to get his hands on that championship match. If it goes past 10 minutes, even if T.J. Walker loses, he's still victorious because it is television time limit match.
Very much. And Anthony Xavier shoulders off the mat there. T.J. Walker trying for the roll-up. But this is where Anthony Xavier has to try to keep T.J. is in the ring as much as he possibly can. T.J. Walker now trying to get his feet closer to the ropes.
I wonder if Xavier still has mixed feelings about how his longtime tag team partner, Kevin Tyler, done him joining the Mid-Atlantic Aces. You know it still messes with him, Clutch. It's got to.
Well, you can tell Anthony Xavier has been wrestling with a good bit of, I wouldn't say anxiety, but just he does seem a little, distracted sometimes. It must be not only just the betrayal, but the fact that Kevin Tyler could pop out from the back at any time.
All right, here goes Gigi again. Oh, that's awful nice of her. She just put him back in the ring. Maybe we got it all wrong with her, Clutch.
I'm going to say that's probably the nicest thing she'll do this evening. TJ Walker might disagree with me. And TJ Walker popping Anthony Xavier. Referee admonishing TJ Walker for all of those closed fists. TJ Walker now with the advantage in the side headlock. And Anthony Xavier trying to gather up the strength to maybe power out of this.
I'll tell you, again, Walker is just trying to keep Anthony Xavier contained until his time limit's up. He's no dummy.
Well, he's certainly no stranger to the television title. Anthony Xavier now has him back in the corner, and Anthony Xavier now going off. TJ Walker trying to measure him up and misses a clothesline. Anthony Xavier.
Big crossbody.
Crossbody, and is this it? Whoa. What? Gigi Justice now up on the apron. Referee stopping the count. Could have had a new champion right there. Anthony Xavier and Gigi Justice trying to get in the ring. What?
Come on.
Now Gigi Justice in the ring.
I told you to watch her. She's going to get in the ring.
And what is she doing? Oh, it's
pedigree,
a
in the middle of the ring.
Pedigree type maneuver. Double underhook driver right down onto the mat.
Here's your winner by disqualification, Anthony Xavier.
And Anthony Xavier is down on the mat after that assault.
However, still your
Walker.
APW television champion, TJ Walker.
Once again, everybody sees the proof's in the pudding. He's laying right in the middle of the ring. He just got dropped on his face. Gigi dropped the hammer of justice. That's what you call that move. If you call it anything other than that, you'll have to deal with me and her both in the back. The hammer of justice, not some stupid name somebody else made up. Everybody that gets in the ring with us is going to get their head snapped back. The men in the back better get ready. I've got somebody that can whip all those fingernail painted, kick pad wearing punks in the back are going to find out what happens when they mess with TJ Walker and Gigi Justice. They get a boot ran up their hind end. So you guys sit back, mark it on your calendar. Today's the day things change. Get ready for it.
All right, TJ Walker and the debuting Gigi Justice. TJ Walker still television champion. All right, thank you so much for tuning in with us, folks. So long from the Mountain State. All right, folks, are you ready for your Rumble exclusive main event?
Before we go to this main event Rumble match, I got something to say about the Dawsons. Next Friday night, they won tonight. They get their title shot next week in Fayetteville. But I tell you what's going to happen. They're going to get the absolute Christmas beat out of them. They're going out in an ambulance, and I guarantee it.
All right, we haven't gotten to Thanksgiving, but Joe Brody is promising a Christmas beating. All right, now, are you ready for the Rumble exclusive main event?
That's what she's trying to tell me. What the hell are you talking about? No favoritism.
The following contest is scheduled for one fall with a 30-minute time limit, and it is for the Unified Heavyweight Championship. Introducing first, the challenger. Accompanying to the ring by the matchmaker Drew Brody, representing the Mid-Atlantic Aces, from Las Vegas, Nevada, weighing in at 236 pounds, he is the Exposure, Elaine Cali. His opponent, from Roanoke, Virginia, weighing in at 236 pounds, he is your reigning, defending, Unified Heavyweight Champion, Yellow Man, Bobby Yella.
All right, folks, and welcome to our Rumble exclusive main event this week. I'm Clutch Carver here with the man of 1,000 hats, John Covey Cole, JCC.
I like it. I only got like 12, but I appreciate it. Thank you very much.
This week, our featured match is Bobby Yella, Unified Champion of APW.
Yeah, Oh, see, got Joe Brody saying we got a bias against the Mid-Atlantic Aces. No, Joe Brody, we have a bias against people that break the rules here in APW. And that, if your Mid-Atlantic Aces fall into that category, which they do, you're correct. We do have a bias against you guys.
You tell him, JCC.
Sorry.
Before I was so rudely interrupted by Joe Brody trying to get back on commentary, I was going to say we have Bobby Yella putting his Unified Championship up against Lane Machine Gun Callie.
Callie beat Chase Bennett earlier in the evening tonight to earn his championship opportunity.
Well, Lane Callie just, Chase Bennett had actually put out a bit of a challenge saying that he wanted to go after the gold of his tag team partner in Yellow Man, but Lane Callie came out and just kind of stuck his nose in Chase Bennett's business. And then thanks to Joe Brody, actually got the win to get this opportunity.
Oh, drop kick by the Unified Champion. Bobby Yella standing tall in the middle of the ring.
Bobby Yella starting off hot.
And Lane rolls out of the ring, gets a little bit of pep talk from his manager, matchmaker. What would you call him? His boss? I don't know.
Mentor. The devil dog on his shoulder.
There he is, exactly what it was.
Lane Callie. Yep.
Hey, he's not ready to get in yet. He just broke the count. Decided to come back out and get a breather.
Well, it's the start of the match. I don't know how much of a breather he needs. Lane Callie taking his sweet time, getting back in the ring, just hanging out on the apron. Not sure if he brought a snack while he's out there, but here he comes back in, and now we can get this contest restarted here with Bobby Yella searching for the advantage. And Lane Callie takes his. The boot to the bread basket. Bobby Yella, Lane Callie across the ring, measuring in, running in, and
Joe Brody. Don't know if you caught that or not, Clutch. Joe Brody was holding on to Yella in the corner.
It's a very good catch, JCC. Euro and a sliding clothesline. Lane Callie, his stablemate, Tony Purdue, loves to use that sliding clothesline. Apparently, they've been trading game plans, trading notes, training with each other in the back. And Lane Callie.
Tell you what, as pretty as that was, nobody tops Tony Purdue's sliding clothesline. That thing is brutal.
It's true, but it was efficient enough. Lane Callie now cinching in.
Oh, it definitely worked.
The rear chin lock.
You got to do more than that to keep the Yellow Man down, though. Bobby Yella is the Unified Champion for a reason.
Bobby Yella fighting back and slips into the hammerlock. Lane Callie trying to search for a way out.
They found one.
Switches over, pops the arm across the shoulder, and then goes into a headlock.
Very nice chain wrestling going on right now.
Yeah, oftentimes a guy will target one part of the body just to distract the opponent from protecting the other. Lane Callie, well versed in that, working the arm and then going straight back into a headlock on Bobby Yella. Bobby Yella down but not out so far, working back up to his feet. Joe Brody shouting encouragement. Bobby Yella takes a shoulder tackle, big shoulder tackle from Lane, JCC.
Hey, he waited too long.
Oh,
that finally tuned
Bobby
athletic
Yella
machine waited too long, taunting with the camera. You see what happened to him. Bobby Yella back in control again now, Clutch.
Well, Joe Brody calling Lane Callie a finely tuned athletic machine. I have to say, he sailed through the air with grace on that hip toss. It was the landing that was the problem.
You ain't wrong.
Now, Lane Callie.
There's that Mid-Atlantic Aces nonsense.
Let me try to name this, John. I would say that's some chicanery.
That's exactly what it is, Clutch. Exactly what it is. Couldn't have said it better myself.
Bobby Yella, now would you say Bobby Yella is perhaps en fuego?
He definitely is, and there's another callback. You're in fuego, Clutch.
Well, it is kind of hot in here.
They definitely got the heat going here tonight at the Sprotatorium. This has been a very nice matchup. Joe Brody's not got involved other than holding Yella in the corner that one time. So far, so good. So far, so good.
Well, so far, Joe Brody is 1, 2, only a 2 count. Joe Brody has tried to involve himself on our commentary more than he has the match.
He did. You're right.
Uncharacteristic from and Lane Callie, one of the oldest tricks in the book, arguing with the ref, but with his shin right across the throat of Bobby Yella, and Bobby Yella looking for an exit, trying for some air, but now he's on the ropes and he's on the side of Joe Brody, and there's Joe Brody. Joe Brody, if he had a heart, I would say it did Joe Brody's heart good to finally get involved in this match.
I'm at a loss for words. I don't know what to say about this guy anymore. Making the matches wasn't enough for him. Putting this stable of phenomenal athletes together wasn't enough for him. He still has to come out here and put his greasy little paws in these matchups, and it's too much, Joe Brody. It's too much.
Very close 2 count there. Lane Callie, kind of a side scoop slam driver. Bobby Yella.
Well, what if Bobby Yella's not careful, Clutch? He may lose that championship here tonight. The numbers are not on his side for sure.
Well, most definitely, when you have the top championship in any promotion, you have a target on your back, JCC.
100%.
I mean, it's bad enough, for Bobby Yella to have guys like the Mid-Atlantic Aces who are going to try to get as much gold as they possibly can in this promotion. But you even have guys like Chase Bennett, Bobby Yella's friend, who he wants a shot at the gold. Everyone wants to be the best, JCC, and right now, the best is Bobby Yella, but he is in a compromising position right now.
The best is being bested at the moment, Clutch.
Well, not quite. He got to the ropes, but Lane Callie had him locked up. That cross-leg STF type maneuver. Lane Callie now jawing at the crowd, doing some sort of hand signals. I'm not sure if he learned those after he moved to Las Vegas with the rest of the Aces or not. Now arguing with the referee, and there's Joe Brody. There's Joe. An elbow.
Double elbow across the throat. Come on, Joe.
Right across the throat. I mean, in a match you can't do that. But Joe Brody is not in this match and has no problem targeting the throat of Bobby Yella. Lane Callie just stalking over to Bobby Yella. And into the buckle head first goes Bobby Yella. Lane Callie has him trapped in that corner. This is not where Bobby Yella wants to be at all.
No, he's not in a good way at all right now, Clutch.
Both in the corner and in the same corner with Joe Brody on the outside.
There we go.
Lane Callie looking for a midsection, but only found post.
Is that going to be enough to turn it around here for the yellow man?
Oh, and a belly to back. Dumps Lane Callie over. Bobby Yella going for the win. 1, 2.
So
only
close.
A 2 count.
So close, yellow man.
Well, Bobby Yella is taking a lot of damage here, moving a little bit slower.
He better start shaking the room if he wants to leave here the undisputed champion.
Well, he said he was going to wild on him and style on him. And
now get ready to shake the room. You watch.
1, 2, only a 2 count.
So close, but yet so far away.
Well, Lane Callie was on offense for such a long time, courtesy of Joe Brody, that even with this flurry of offense from Bobby Yella, you could almost say that Lane Cali is at least slightly the fresher man in this contest. But Bobby Yella going for the sunset flip. Can he get Cali? Oh! And Lane Cali counts to 2, then drops him in the eyes of Bobby Yella. Proud of himself. Bobby Yella now just reaching out into what I assume is darkness for him right now. And then Lane Cali, the point of that boot right into the spine of Bobby Yella, JCC.
Just as quick as Bobby gets back on top of things, things get turned around once again.
Oh, and a roundhouse kick to the chest of Bobby Yella. And that can take the wind out of you very quickly. Bobby Yella back to his feet.
Ooh-wee.
Lane Cali has been in the gym on those chops. On a running kick straight to the chest. Now just working over the chest of Bobby Yella.
Champion's not in a good way right now, Clutch.
Bobby Yella caught.
I spoke too soon.
Lane Cali going for that left. Bobby Yella caught it. Dragon screw leg whip. Bobby Yella. Lane Cali trying to beg off Bobby Yella.
Oh, here we go.
Well, Lane Cali counting up to 2 earlier, but Bobby Yella counting to 4. The figure 4. Lane Cali is in the center of the ring. Lane Cali almost got counted there, JCC, with his shoulders down.
Yeah, he did. Lane's going to have to figure something out, because if not, he's going to...
Lane Cali trying to get some respite.
There's nothing you can do out there, Joe Brody.
Joe Brody with maybe the only look of concern I've ever seen on his face on the outside. Taking a quick break from that to yell at a fan. But Lane Cali finally.
He was able to roll it over and get out of the figure 4, because that might have done him in if he could have got out of that one.
Well, you almost have to wonder if after that figure 4, I had said that Lane Cali was the fresher man in this match.
Might not be the case anymore, Clutch.
Yeah,
right.
Bobby Yella might have evened it up there. Lane Cali, though, hooking the leg.
Oh,
fisherman suplex. 1, 2. Bobby Yella makes it out. Lane Cali sometimes likes to drop that into a buster, but this time he held on, almost got the pin. Joe Brody beside himself, and now Lane Cali just going off now and going straight at the throat of Bobby Yella, just not caring about the rules.
Yep, there it is. There's that Joe Brody influence on the outside of the ring now.
Joe Brody trying to give the ref lessons. Trying to teach him a math lesson, it seems. Lane Cali backing Bobby Yella, shoots him off. Reversal.
Oh.
Bobby Yella.
Shake, rattle, and roll.
Throwing those jabs, but Joe Brody is on the apron.
Give him one, Yella.
The apron. Now Bobby Yella's had enough, and he's coming over. And
Cali's back up.
Lane Cali grabs a waist lock. What's he going for here? Bobby Yella reverses. Oh, meeting of the minds. Joe Brody's down on the outside. 1, 2, 3.
Hey.
Bobby Yella retains the Unified Championship.
Here is your winner, and still the Unified Heavyweight Champion, the Yellow Man, Bobby Yella.
Well, you almost wonder if Joe Brody hadn't been in ringside, would Lane Cali have a better chance after that mistake on the part of the Mid-Atlantic Aces?
It definitely bit him in the mouth on that one.
All right, well, Bobby Yella retains his Unified Championship against Lane Cali, throwing a temper tantrum in the middle of the ring. Thank you for tuning in, for checking out our Rumble exclusive main event this week for the Man of 1,000 Hats, JCC. I'm Clutch Carver. I won't
spit it like this. Down with that razzle dazzle, knock that boy off his feet. And if I hit that G code, I'ma put him to sleep. Catch me coming off the ropes, cross body my G. And if I hit that street sweeper, then it's 1, 2, 3. I'm a veteran in the game, put respect on my name. I want that gold title belt too, not just the chain. We can hit the square circle if you think that I'm playing. They know Yellow Man lit, then they feel what I'm saying. I'm a wild on them, I'm a style on them. I'm a put on all the chains, I'm a shine on them. I'm a wild on them, I'm a style on them. Yellow Man gon' shake the room every time on them.
All right, fans, thank you so much for showing up here at the Mountain State Sprotatorium here in Bradley. Don't forget, in addition to our usual TV taping next week,